Good morning. It's finally Friday, and woo, mornings like this when you cannot catch a breath of air because it's already so hot remind me to change my ways. Because if I can't handle it in my own front yard, I certainly won't be able to handle it in hell. It's hot. OJ, go in there and watch your squirrels and your birds. That's the reason I have that on. It's for you. I don't want to listen to that. Go on. Go watch it. Hi, Tanya Rodriguez. Good morning, Angie. Woo. Hey, Connie, did you make it to New York? What's the weather like there? I bet it's a lot nicer than it is here because my goodness. Baby Kisses says TGIF. Melanie knows what I'm talking about. It's hotter where she is because she's down there on the Texas border. Stephen Martin said only 99 here today in Yuma. You know, one summer, I was out with my husband on the truck, and we were in Yuma, Arizona. And it was almost 125 degrees. Woo! And everybody I spoke to that live in Yuma, they acted like it wasn't that big a deal. I'm like, how does your air conditioner keep up? Oh, it's a dry heat. You get used to it. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Now, we wear sunglasses in Oklahoma because we have a lot of UV rays, but I'm telling you what, in Yuma, Arizona, it's a necessity. Because when that sun bounces off that pavement, it'll just about blind you. Look at, here's my cactus girl, Jinbug. She's like, no big deal. It's the norm. It's the norm. I got sunglasses for every outfit in my closet. Hey, Bonnie, what's up? What is going on? Woo, I can't believe we made it to Friday. What a week. We had a fun week, though. Tuesday, we had Pat Kay's birthday. If you missed that, you must check it out. Poppy Red Mustang made it in. How are you, girlfriend? I'll tell you what, this whole thing with Austin Drummond has just got me pulling my hair out. For one, he's not a gangster that he wants people to believe he is. You see, I'm not trying to play Martin Scorsese up here or Francis Ford Coppola. But I will say what I have watched of their movies is gangsters don't get caught. This guy is an idiot. Gangsters, real mob, real gangsters are the reason that we have the Rico suits. Now, I don't mean the Rico suit like Bullhorn Betty and that chick that looks like a garden gnome with the husband that pisses everybody off, Brittany. I'm not talking about that type of stuff. I'm not talking about a fake Rico. I'm talking about the real racketeering Rico. Austin is a snitch. The motive is snitching and cover your ass. It's all coming out, my friends. It's all coming out. Let's take a minute and tell everybody good morning. And we made it to Friday. Hey, Real Rockin' Robin, what happened to your wrench? Is it when you were sick last year? When a wrench falls away, someone needs to let me know because, you know, I'm the last one to notice. Look at that, Stacy. Now I noticed that. Member for 34 months. Thank you so much. Man, we've been friends a long time, haven't we, Stacy? Been through a lot, too. Been through a lot. Tell you what, nothing replaces good friends. Nothing. I feel bad for those people that don't have good friends. I really do. I feel really bad for people that don't have anyone to shoot the shit with or to, you know, lean on, like True Crime Beat, 33 months. Stacey got you beat by a month. Oh, here we go. Rexy. It's a wonder that Rexy hangs around, because you have to admit, I know how to rub people the wrong way. Love you, Rexy. Love you. Stephanie Murray made it in. How you doing, baby girl? How you doing? Well, like I said, Austin Drummond, he's not hard. He's not a gangster. He's just an evil sack of shit. And he has been caught. He has been caught. He's never getting out. He's never going anywhere. He's a young man. What is he, 28, 29? State of Tennessee wants the DP. That almost rhymed. State of Tennessee wants the DP. That's right. So, I mean, it won't happen in my lifetime, because what am I, 50? I mean, I might make it to 80. I'm kicking pretty good, you know. I might crank up the old StreamYard in 30 years and go, everybody, it's your old buddy Rex. Remember in August of 2025, and I told you they were going to kill Austin. Well, today's the day. Yeah, just mark it. I'll mark it on my calendar too. There's my friend Angel P. Angel P has a lot going on this week. This is Elvis week. Okay. Now, you know, you hear me say all the time, Ange is my Bernie girl. Well, she's my Elvis girl too. And a little birdie sent her a t-shirt from Graceland yesterday. Well, you would have thought they sent her the Ark from Raiders of the Lost Ark. She was so happy. She was so happy, and I was happy. I was getting scared it wasn't going to get there in time. Now, the gift for her grandson, thanks to the United States Postal System, isn't going to get there till next week. Well, guess what? Next week is an Elvis week. So that really effed me up. Pat K, original member. She said, love to be live and shit. Me too, girlfriend. The OG. The OG is here. Woo. Woo. All right, let's do a little refresher on this case, because I have to do it for myself. And I know a lot of you go, well, now what is this again? You have to remind me. All right, here we go. Fair use, Nick. This is from Action News 5. Everyone say hi to Nick. This is fair use, fair dealing. Little baby abandoned in a front yard off Old Highway 20 in northwestern Tennessee started all of this. Now, it had been going on from way before, but that's what really got everybody going, is seeing this beautiful baby dumped in a front yard.
Wednesday, a horrific scene coming out of Dyer County, Tennessee. The bodies of 4 people have been found in connection to an abandoned baby left in a car seat in a yard in Dyer County. So investigators say the 4 bodies were discovered near Dyer County in nearby Lake County. Yeah, this is the kind of story that makes your stomach upset. Yes. TBI and the FBI have been requesting.
My stomach is upset because I don't look hot in pink like this chick does. With my red hair and my freckles, check out that dress. Damn it, girl. Save some dick for the rest of us in that dress. My goodness.
To assist with this case. And we have our Stephanie Douglas. She is live with the details about this investigation. Stephanie.
Well, good morning, Andrew and Ariana. This is an all-hands-on-deck investigation. Dyer County detectives are actively working alongside Lake County investigators to put together the pieces on how this led to 4 people dead. Now, according to the Lake County Sheriff, Jeff Box, around 3 p.m. Tuesday, deputies were called to a home in the area of Old Highway in Tigrit. They found.
Could you imagine walking outside, whether it's to put something in the mailbox, check your mail, water your roses or whatever, and there's a baby in the front yard, still strapped in its car seat? What if those people had been on vacation? It was a very, very, very hot day. Oh my goodness. Weeping Willow has become a new YouTube member. Welcome to the family, girlfriend. You're going to love it here. Well, you already do, or you wouldn't become a member. I just couldn't imagine.
A 7-month-old girl in a car seat abandoned in a stranger's yard. Witnesses called 911 and the child was taken to the hospital to be checked out. The sheriff's office said they then began looking for 3 individuals who may be involved, which led to their investigation nearby in Lake County. Residents who we spoke with in the area were shocked at the news.
But it just breaks my heart. I mean, especially sitting out here in this heat.
Yeah. Babies don't sweat like we do. It's a wonder that the baby lived.
It's just, I just wish, they would have had better thoughts before
Dropping it off.
Well, hindsight is a bitch because somebody had it in their soul to save the baby. And Austin's mean as a snake. So is everybody else associated with him. It actually is a miracle, not a small miracle, a big miracle, that baby didn't wind up in the Mississippi River.
Now, at this time, it's unknown if those 3 were among the victims found in Lake County. Now, DCSO says the identities of those are currently being withheld pending the notice of next of kin. Reporting live this morning, I'm Stephanie Douglas, Action News 5.
Roger said, save some D. Oh, you a bad girl. This morning, Brooks. I know. It's Friday. Hey, Lisa, what up? Hey, Lisa. I was watching the news this morning, and out where you're at, over by the Panhandle, damn, girl, it is hot out there. They say your ground and everything is cracking. It's so hot. I'd be getting me a blow-up pool from Amazon with a quickness. Sit my ass right out there in it. All right, so what do you all think that the motive is? What do you think the motive is? Drugs? Snitching? What is it? Let's think Pat K while we're trying to figure out the motive. I think they've cracked it. There you go. Act right, bitches, said rugs and money. Real Rockin' Robin said all of the above. All of the above. I think Austin was really scared that they were going to snitch on him. And we all know now he's the snitch. Okay, we're going to go through this before we get to what happened yesterday. This is from, oh, hell. Damn it, I was subscribed. Damn you, YouTube. This is from New Age Plug Investigates. Great channel.
Hey, what's good, man?
And he has an exclusive interview with a cellmate. I see you said, in my opinion, his motive was rugs and getting back at Brandon. I couldn't agree more. I think what we have right here is a multi-layered cake, because I really think he was worried that Matthew, I think Matthew was the intended hit, that Matthew was going to snitch on him. Matthew's a daddy. Matthew loves his girlfriend. Matthew loves his baby, the one that got abandoned in the front yard on Old Highway 20. And I think he was trying to go to legit, and he was cooperating with the FBI, Memphis police, TBI. Act right, bitches. Did she leave him who? Who? The baby? Or are you talking about Austin's girlfriend, Caitlin? I'm confused. Just let me know. All right. Check out this channel. They do really good work. This is the Cellmate. Previous, not the one he has now, because they don't let nobody around his ass right now.
And New Age Plug, you did it again. You already know what it is. We got Jacob here, bro.
I'm from Putnam County, Tennessee. I was born in Cookeville General Hospital. That's about halfway in between Nashville and Knoxville, right down I-40. It goes down 3 of them, and I'm about right in the middle. And I mean, they had me on, they had me selling to an informant, on cameras and shit. So like, I couldn't afford it.
Damn the luck. Damn the luck. Damn the luck. All he's trying to do is sell some street pharmaceuticals. And what's he do? Like he said, he got caught selling to an informant. That's kind of how this whole house of cards crumbled.
But anyway, I pled guilty to, what is it, sale of less than 300 grams of methamphetamine. And I'm currently on parole. I'm doing 2 10-year sentences running concurrently. And I've been out on parole for like 4 years. I did 29 months on it and came back. And I'm lucky because, that was dumb as hell for me to like gamble with my life after, getting my life back from what I came from. You know what I'm saying?
And during that 29 months, that's where you met Austin Drummond?
It is.
It is. So here this guy is trying to turn his life around after he sold something to an informant. Okay. Act Right Bitches said, I wondered that, Brooks, because you got to be pretty nasty to hook up with the likes of him. She may be in on it. She's being very, very quiet. And again, yesterday, they had a court hearing. And you know what? Caitlin, again, was not there. I think they're still together. I think they're still together. And for the millionth time, hashtag it if you want. Your soulmate is not in jail. Okay? Your soulmate is not in jail. Okay? Your soulmate can go to jail. Some things can happen. Didn't pay a ticket. Maybe had a little too much, booze behind the wheel. Okay? But we don't find them in the jail. Okay? Virginia Woolf said, I love how you ladies rag on these female criminals. The worst thing you can ever do, ICU will tell you, is tangle with a bunch of bitches that look down their nose at nasty bitches. Don't ever want to do it. Never. You heard that show yesterday. I need ICU to look at it. About London Kerr. We were coming out of our minds.
And you'll have
That's
to explain like the prison politics too when we're talking about this, because people are saying he's a vice lord. Is there any truth? What do you know about him?
Yeah, he was a vice lord. I wouldn't say he was no leader. Like he didn't have no high ranking shit like what I've been seeing on the internet. They were trying to.
I told you, he's not hard. He's no gangster. He's just a piece of shit. Hell, he still has baby fat on his face. Look at him. Goodness, he got ice cream titties and he got a flabby belly too. And we're supposed to believe he's some sort of Memphis gangster. He's like, oh, he's not up there. He's their errand boy, okay? He's their errand boy. He does what they want so they don't rip his asshole open.
Say that he was like the leader of the shit. That ain't true.
Okay.
But I always just thought he was a stunt dummy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like crash dummy type. Like I know the do that with the Latin Kings in Florida.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they say that's what he killed them people for. He was supposed to have to take the dude out over something. I don't know if he was talking or what he did wrong, and the whole family ended up coming with him or something. I don't know, but that was just what. Like So I talked to a couple dudes that were on that block with him, and that's how I even knew about it, because I don't even really watch the news like that. But I'm friends with a dude. I believe it was his monkey for a while. Matter of fact, I know it was. So he might talk to you if you want. He knew a lot more about the dude than I did. Like, I didn't really mess with gangs and shit when I was in prison in Tennessee. I stayed to myself, man. I taught myself how to crochet. I sculpted things out of soap. I was doing all types of playing guitar. I just stayed to myself. I was trying to come home.
What's the politics like?
No, this isn't T-Rev. This is, I said it earlier. Hang on. I'll put the link in here in a second. I'll do it right now before I forget. Fair use, Nick. Fair use. We're sharing the love. So he's their bitch. Okay? He's their bitch. And the only reason he looks so high ranking is because Caitlin was a CO there, and she made sure he had all the amenities of home in his cell. His cell was more stacked than a Harvard dorm room. Okay? Crocheting and playing the damn guitar on our damn tax dollars dime.
Playing guitar. I just stayed to myself. I was trying to come home.
What's the politics like?
One time on my 40th birthday. The politics, as compared to like New Jersey.
Yeah, just compared in general, like, so because you have a white vice lord, people are like freaking out about that. They're like, that's impossible. But in Florida, we've seen white Crips, Bloods, all kinds of stuff. But is there like a white supremacy gang there too? Like, how does Tennessee run?
Yeah, they've got Aryan Nation in Tennessee, but from any compound that I was on, it wasn't like they were deep as hell. You know, there's like a handful of them dudes. Like, but yeah, I mean, they operate, I guess, but I never knew of more than 6 or 7, you know what I mean? Maybe 8 of them dudes on the whole compound at West Tennessee.
Sounds like great people. Sounds like great people to me.
When I was there anyway, I was in the TCOM program. If you like, I listened to your video that you had up of him at his parole hearing where he's talking about TCOM, you know what I mean? That's where I was with him at, was the TCOM program.
Got you. He didn't have no reputation or anything there?
I mean, yeah, he poked somebody. That's why he got that attempted murder. They talk about him being out on bail for attempted murder. That's what it's talking about.
He poked somebody. Okay. Basically, what he did is he sharpened a spoon and he shanked one of his buddies getting out of the shower. So they got him for attempted murder. He should have never been let out. Okay? Should have never been let out.
He got like a stabbing charge in there. So, yeah,
You seen all the pictures with him, you know, with all the commissary and everything? Is that normal activity? Because now they're like, they're freaking out about that too. Like the cops and the CEOs are like, someone's responsible for this. But we see it. I mean, we see Jumpsuit Pablo, K-Frog.
I'll probably say some stuff that all these other dudes ain't trying to say on the internet, but you know how it is. You know who's bringing that stuff in there.
Yeah, his girlfriend was a corrections officer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and probably a vice lord now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think she had something to do with all this? Because they're saying it's something to do with from inside the prison as well.
There's no telling what it was.
Yeah, there ain't no motive yet.
Right, I'm sure it'll probably come out though. Who knows?
Sparing the baby, does he get any points for that? I feel like, you know, I said thank you to him for sparing that baby.
Yeah, you have to give him points for sparing the baby. How can you not give somebody points for sparing a baby?
Facts. That's what I feel. I'm like, dang, that maybe they
It's a sad day in America when someone gets points for not killing a baby. How do you not give him points for sparing the baby? Very sad society we live in, okay? Very sad society. I was talking to Diana this morning. I said, we're coming to end times when wrong is right and right is wrong. No one is going to go, but he spared the baby. He spared the baby. He should have never had his hands on that baby. Should have never. Oh, he's going to get points for that. The fuck he is. That's all you got? He didn't kill a baby?
For sparing that baby.
Yeah, you have to give him points for sparing the baby. How can you not give somebody points for sparing a baby?
Facts. That's how I feel. I'm like, dang, that maybe they could take the death penalty off, maybe.
I don't know, man. Like,
is there the death penalty in Tennessee?
Oh yeah, we definitely got it. And I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit on the fence. One part of me says, yeah, man, they deserve that for the heinous things that they did. But then the other part of me says, well, if you do that to them, doesn't that make you just like them? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's a good point for death penalty.
Speaking for myself here, not speaking for anyone else. We can agree to disagree. Nobody has to agree with me. We all know we're friends here. I have zero issues with the death penalty. I mean, zero. Zero. I have a bigger problem with weak-ass DAs that use it as a bargaining chip instead of doing their effing job and throwing all the evidence for public consumption out to make their job easier. Zero issue. Zero. Okay? Zero. So this whole, well, if you execute somebody, it makes you as bad as them. No, it does not. It does not. I used to work with a guy named Steven and his brother-in-law. Now, Steven's a weird critter. If anybody knows anything about McAlester, Oklahoma, chime right in, okay? He was from McAlester, Oklahoma. That's where our penitentiary is. And we used to have the electric chair. He would always tell me these stories about his brother-in-law that was the sponge guy. And I was just like, thank him for his service, but I really don't need to hear any more about your brother-in-law being the sponge guy. I just really don't. I just really don't. That'll be for another show. Because you know what? I might as well just call Steven. He can tell you the stories himself. I know exactly where he's at. Chrissy said, rock on down Electric Avenue. Anyone that's gone through McAlester and you see where the penitentiary is, it is called Electric Avenue. Yep, it is. Yeah, Oklahoma celebrates that shit. They do.
Oh yeah, that's a good point for the death penalty debate. No, so he was out on bond, and it was for the stuff he was doing inside, but what he was doing inside, was that normal activity amongst like regular everyday inmates?
I saw, like, maybe I didn't see all the pictures or something, but the pictures that I seen, I didn't see no crazy yeah, I mean, I'm sure he lived all right, but he probably didn't. I don't think he lived no better than I did. I
think he had a PlayStation 2 or something in there.
Oh yeah. I did see that. I did see the PlayStation. So yeah, that is true. But now
he had a PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2. My hardworking neighbors across the street are scraping every penny they can to get the PlayStation. Was it 4 or 5? I can't keep up with these game boxes for their son. But this piece of shit is sitting there as we house him and feed him, playing PlayStation 2. That's right, my friends. What's next? A full bar and a jukebox? What's next? I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Oh, I know a dude named Patrick, and he was at a prison where they had PlayStation. So I didn't even think that was some contraband shit. I'm just, when I seen the picture, I'm just like, I guess that's kind of dumb of me to think. But I was just thinking maybe he was somewhere where they had him, because I know that they do that. But yeah, you're probably right, because they didn't have him on no compound in Tennessee where I was at. No PlayStations. They did have a. I didn't look close enough. I thought it was like an old Nintendo. They did have an old Nintendo at the camp at that same prison.
I don't care if it's an Atari. I don't care if it's an old Atari. I just thought it was an old Nintendo. I don't give a rat's ass. Are you kidding me? Like I said, my neighbors across the street, hardworking people, saving up for Christmas to get their son a PlayStation. Okay? I just thought it was an old Nintendo. I don't care. I don't care if it's a damn old Atari playing Oregon Trail. I don't give a shit. What? Lisa said, Brooks, I want a full bar and a handsome mute dishwasher. Whoa, Lisa. Woohoo. Nothing wrong with a woman that knows exactly what she wants. Freaking PlayStation.
They did have a. I didn't look close enough. I thought it was like an old Nintendo. They did have.
No, they need to be making shoes and license plates. Okay? They need to be making shoes and license plates.
They did have an old Nintendo at the camp at that same prison where I was at with him at West Tennessee State Penitentiary in Henning.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be going to one of y'all super maxes now. He ain't gonna have.
Oh yeah. He's cooked.
Yeah, he ain't gonna have any of that.
Yeah.
But what if it's a scenario that he wasn't the trigger man? It was some kind of rival thing that went down allegedly, and knowing that he's in an organization, he's not going to talk. So he does how is that a possibility?
Honey Badger, me and her just became BFF a couple weeks ago. She goes, I think they need to be working the farms and orchards. Yeah. Next time I hear someone going, oh, what we going to do about our carrots? What we going to do about our carrots? Well, for one, I don't believe in indentured servitude. So I don't believe because someone is here illegally, they should be working for $2 an hour or $2 a day. I'm a weirdo like that. Sorry, I thought slavery went away a long time ago. That's just me. So if you're that effing worried about your carrots and your celery and shit that you're not going to eat anyway, get the nonviolent criminals out there. Teach them. Teach them. Get to picking. Get to picking. Get to shucking. How about that? You have a debt to society to pay. You can't pay your debt to society back on the Nintendo. No. Chain gang. The chain gang, like Mississippi and Louisiana do it.
And knowing that he's an organization, he's not going to talk. So he does, how is that a possibility?
I'd say that's always a possibility for sure.
Yeah. Because it's just,
hell yeah.
Because he didn't kill random people. He didn't he had an AR-15 for 2 nights. He didn't go out and kill nobody else.
Right. Yeah, that's what I told somebody else that too. If he even was the trigger man.
He was.
Yeah. And my last question is this: the Vice Lords, right? Are they prominent in Tennessee? Are they a big organization?
Yeah. I think that started with like the TVLs or something coming to Memphis, and then they spread into Jackson, Tennessee. But yeah, they got a pretty big numbers down here. Vice Lords and GDs mostly. You don't see a whole lot of Bloods and Crips. And
they're tied together, right? At least in Florida, I think they are, or Mississippi maybe.
All gangs are tied together if you look hard enough.
Wow.
But
Yeah, good
it
point.
don't matter if you popping at 5 or popping at 6. It's the Masons and the secret societies up top running things.
Okay. It used to be the threat of jail would scare someone straight. They didn't like it. Now they're like, oh, cool. Is Pookie still in there? I haven't seen him in a long time. We were in juvie together. They're not scared. They're not scared to go. They know it's going to be inconvenient for the first 6 weeks, and after that, they're like, cool. I'll just settle right into home. Start getting my letters. Start getting my beefaroni. Get my turn on the PlayStation. Listen to my radio. They don't care now. That used to put the fear of God into people to think about being imprisoned. Nope. Not anymore. Nope.
Masons and the secret societies up top running things.
Oh, yeah, that gets deep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I've known lots of people in lots of different hoods, bro, and lots of good people. And but nobody really knows what's going on. Nobody can put the pieces together. You know what I mean?
Well, it seems like Tennessee in general, like no one gets along. Like we've had this beef with Yo Gotti, Young Dolph, and then on YouTube you got Upchurch beefing with everybody in Tennessee. You know, it's like you guys just don't have no unity.
Yeah, and I don't pay a whole lot of attention to like the news and social media and stuff, but I do. I think I follow what's the damn hell? Why can't I think of his name? You just said it.
Oh, Upchurch? Oh, yeah, Upchurch.
Ryan
Yeah.
Upchurch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I follow him on Facebook or Instagram or something, so I do see him popping off sometime every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I get along with everybody. Like I'm a hippie. I don't want no smoke with nobody.
So what's your YouTube channel name?
My YouTube channel is Jacob's Ladder 111.
Let me look at this. YouTube. Jacob's Ladder 111, he said. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh wow. He got drones. Look at this, everybody. Wow. Woo, look at this. There he is. There you go. I'll subscribe to that shit. Why not? Share the love. I thought I was free until this happened. For Clinton Caraway. Part 2 of how I got charged with first-degree unaliving. Wow. Okay, what else we got here? How the altercation that got me sent to prison and someone unalive began. The Strawberry Moon Goddess. Oh, he's got another update. I thought I was free, but this is how I ended up back in jail. Arrested over a simple mistake? Damn the luck. Damn the luck. Arrested over a simple mistake. Here we go. Psychics and visions. Okay, he got him a job and he said, I might be fired. Okay. For the viewers. What my mom actually did for my jail situation. Shocking truth about my jail release. You know what? I'm actually going to entertain this. I'm going to give Jacob's Ladder 111 a view.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's 11:11. I'm on my lunch break at work, and I was just gonna make a quick video. I hate to even upload another video right now because that last one I posted about going back to jail, that's got the most views of anyone that I've posted so far. I think I've got like 20. But yeah, it just surpassed the Hell's Angel video. I need to do another video about the pagans. I've been thinking about doing that. It's going to be called The Pagans That Were, because the first one was the Hell's Angels that weren't. But yeah. Anyway, maybe that'll get a lot of views too because it has that in the title.
He looks like Donwell's cousin. Okay? He looks like Donwell's cousin. I think we need to get Pat on this. We need some Ancestry 123. What's that called? That 123 and me ancestry shit? Come on. Swab his ass.
But I wanted to, like I said, I'm on my lunch break at work, and I wanted to make a video and clarify something. Like, I apparently some people were like confused about the last video. Maybe not all of you guys were, but apparently at least a couple people. So like I got a couple comments. Like one person said, you should call a lawyer and get your mom's money back. And then another guy was like, a true solid Caucasian would be taking care of his mother, not the other way around. You should be ashamed of having your elderly mother to have to handle your business or something like that. Something to that effect. But I just want to set the record straight. My mother did not pay to get me out of jail. For any of you guys that may be mistaken about that, like I said in the video, I had a checkbook at my mom's house.
Had a checkbook at my mom's house. But since you've been in jail, guess what? There's no money in that checkbook because your ass hasn't been working. We can all sleep tonight that his poor old mama, who he looks like he's in his mid-40s, early 50s. Hell, for all I know, he's 29. I can't tell anymore. Yeah, his poor old mama on Social Security, I guarantee she got him out of jail.
My mother took my checkbook and wrote out a check with my account number and my bank account number, my routing number, all that. Like it was my check. My mom didn't spend anything except for $3 in gas, maybe to drive 10 minutes to the courthouse. But you know, I'm a grown man. I don't ask my parents for anything. Matter of fact, even when I was a kid, I didn't ask my parents for anything.
Want a cookie? Want a cookie? Remember the old Chris Rock skit where he said, you know, men go around and say, I'll take care of my kids. You're supposed to. You want a cookie? I ain't been to jail. You're not supposed to go to jail. Want a cookie? Hey, I go to work every day. Want a cookie? Look at him. I don't ask my parents for anything. Want a cookie? You shouldn't. And we know you do. Jacob's Ladder 1111. I'm going to send him an email.
Since I've been 12 years old, I've been mowing yards and working in tobacco fields. I've been buying my own clothes and my own shoes and anything, really. I've been...
He buys his own clothes and shoes. What about the neck tats? Oh my God. I'm on choke. OJ, come give me the Heimlich. OJ, I'm choking. Play Conta Mama. Play Conta Mama. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. I buy my own clothes and my own shoes. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't ask nobody for nothing. That's why everybody's telling me, oh, get Patreon, enable super likes so we can give you money. Like, I don't feel right taking people's money. Like, but also for the record,
he don't feel right taking people's money unless he's got a gun in his hand and says, empty the cash register, you little Chinese man, at the 7-Eleven. That's what he got in trouble for one of the times. I don't feel right taking people's money unless I'm robbing them.
The 7 years that I did in New Jersey, I had an annuity, like retirement and stuff built up from working, and I cashed out my annuity early and paid several $1,000s penalty for taking it out early. But I got like $10,000 for cashing out my annuity. And every phone call that I made, like I called my mother like at least 3 times a week, you know, and every 15-minute call was $7. And I paid for every single one of them. I read hundreds of books in those 7 years, and every single book that I read, I paid for myself. Every ramen noodle I ate, every commissary order, every food package, everything, I spent my own money on that. So for everybody that thinks that I'm like a freeloader or whatever, that I live off my parents, like, y'all, you guys are sorely mistaken. So I just wanted to clarify that. I've some really good songs have been coming out, like some really good albums have just came out very recently, and I'm excited to learn some new songs, but I don't want to just like make a video.
And he's a musician too. What a renaissance man. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is the best. Hey, Thin Mint. Hey, Jude. What's up?
Go of it just yet because I don't want it to suck too bad. So I'm trying to brush up and like learn these songs and get them down good so I can play them for you guys. I'm kind of excited about doing that. Other than that, I guess I can show you guys a little bit of my working environment. Oh, maybe should put the employer's logo up there. But yeah, this is what I do at work. I drive this truck. It's pretty nice.
Let me speed you up. Thin Mint said, what we watching today? This guy is Austin Drummond's former cellmate. Terry said, oh, Lord, there are going to be a whole bunch of women trying to get this man since he got some money. Annuities. Oh, hey, Jude. She has a request for Jacob's Ladder 1111. Play Smoke on the Water. There you go. Real Rockin' Robin. He's got a license. He's a catch. He's a catch. And you don't think I'm kidding you. I'm going to email this motherfucker. Next thing you know, you're going to see him on the show. And I'm going to ask him all kinds of questions. And it will relate back to Austin Drummond.
Got AC. I got the Bluetooth stereo. I really like this job. The only bad thing about it is we get rained out it's rained for the last 2 weeks, and when it gets wet out here, they shut this down because you got these big dump trucks. We drive up and down like dirt ramps, so when it gets wet, everything just turns slick and it's super dangerous. We can flip these trucks over, we can slide into each other.
Thin Mint said, love me a man in uniform. Yeah, really. Jacob's Ladder 1111 that doesn't take money from his mama and only robs people for money. Save some poontang for the rest of the dudes. Come on, you're getting Thin Mint all hot and bothered. You're getting her all hot and bothered. Roger said his hobbies include a long walk on the beach and robbing 7-Elevens. That's what I'm talking about. I tried to help Paper Slut yesterday. If you guys missed the show about London Kerr, please check up on it. I want as many creators as possible talking about the case about London Kerr. Okay? And I just lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Paper Slut was talking about London Kerr's mom, the one that has gonorrhea around her mouth. And he goes, that looks like 90% of the people on my Facebook dating app. So I told him, I said, you give me your password. I promise we'll get you laid by 5. Okay? That's it. Thank you, Chrissy. Dating with Paper Slut. Thank you. I'm going to keep that up there right now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man. Hey, Jude said, I love a dude who can get me a free big gulp. Telling you. We got daddy material here. Okay? We got daddy material.
People can get killed like that. But anyway, I really don't know what else to say but I know what else to say. I know I say it all the time, but to all you guys that watch my videos and commented on them, like, I really, really, really appreciate that.
Oh, bitch. You don't know what appreciation is yet. You have no idea what's coming for you. You have no idea.
You know, as long as people keep watching it, I'm going to keep making them. Sometimes I think like, yeah, why am I even doing this? But then whenever, when I put one out and, 3,000 people watch it, or right now, that last one, I think it said it was at like 3,400. That's the most views that any of my videos has got so far. I already said that, I know, but I appreciate you guys all hanging with me, man, and commenting, and it's cool. It's like
Okay, we'll come back to that. Don't worry. He will be back. He will be back. All right, back to Austin Drummond, and then I will get a hold of Jacob's Ladder 111. Chrissy, I'm going to put his link in the chat. I prefer you use your email as opposed to mine because, well, you're further away.
Digging deeper into Austin Drummond's criminal past while he was in and out of prison in Lake County. Drummond, who's being held without bond, is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. WRG's Mike Suriani reports from Lake County on how Drummond is now implicated in another crime.
Court documents released here Thursday in Lake County show Austin Drummond's continued use with illegal drugs and his involvement in an alleged attempt to smuggle contraband into a correctional facility just outside of Tiptonville, partnering with a man named Brandon Powell. Brandon Powell in custody, appearing in Lake County.
Brandon is such a huge part of this. He has nothing to do with the murders. He has nothing to do with abandoning the baby. He was the catalyst in June that led to the massacre in July.
Court Thursday for arraignment by Judge Andrew Cook.
It's alleged that on the 18th of June, Mr. Powell traveled to Lake County, Tennessee with a Mr. Austin Drummond with the intention of delivering marijuana, tobacco, and an ear-piercing kit to an inmate at the local prison in Tiptonville, Tennessee.
Court documents show in the early morning hours of June 19th, law enforcement tried to stop a vehicle reportedly driven by Austin Drummond, who refused to stop and was seen throwing objects out of the vehicle. Evidence collected indicated a drone was going to be used to deliver the contraband, including cell phones, and that 3 other suspects were involved in the conspiracy. Drummond reportedly gave Powell's name to investigators.
Mr. Drummond identified Mr. Powell as the driver of the trail car assisting with the delivery.
WREG investigators dug deep into Drummond's drug problems while in prison, and with audio from a July 23, 2020 parole board hearing where Drummond blamed his drug abuse for not remembering a gas station holdup in Jackson when he was 17 years old.
Darn the luck. I was so messed up that I forgot that I held up a gas station. Darn that, those things, those things happen.
Sold.
What did you have? It was a BB gun. Honestly, I was on Xanax that night. I don't even remember doing anything.
Using any other drugs or alcohol around that time?
No, just Xanax, alcohol, and marijuana.
For your news leader in Lake County, Mike Suriani, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, according to District Attorney Danny Goodman, Brandon Powell is only considered an accomplice of Drummond's in that June incident and not in connection with the 4 murders in Lake County. Powell, Drummond, and 3 other suspects charged with Drummond as accessories will be in court August 14th.
Oh, he was there yesterday. Okay, Jacob does not have an email address, so I'm going to do this. Hi, Jacob. My name is Chrissy. I have a channel called, if I could spell, True Crime Beat on YouTube. Please contact me. I would love to have you on my panel. CLL72020 at gmail.com. There we go. Okay. Hi, Jacob. My name is Chrissy. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Woo! True Crime Beat said, well, damn. Well, True Crime Beat, I did not give him your phone number, okay? You got to take one for the team every now and then, True Crime Beat, okay? All right. So I used your channel and Chrissy's name and my email address, okay? Those things happen. Those things happen. All right? You're going to thank me for this one day, True Crime Beat. You are. Just like Tanaka Brown's sister has been all over TikTok, Shanatra Speaks. Go check out her channel. It's awesome. Fair use, fair dealing, Nick. She is coming unglued about her hubby getting locked up because, as she said, because of Austin.
Let's see the bottom from here. How can somebody be charged and they didn't even... That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't really know. Y'all just out here talking. Ain't mad because I'm not going to give out information. You hiding the guy on the run in your house, I heard. Go get him. Because you said something about him and I said something about you. You're mad. What are you mad for? Now all of a sudden I'm defending a murder. I never said anything about Austin.
Her brother is charged with accessory to murder and tampering with evidence. Who is she to be offended? Look at this.
They didn't even... That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't really know. Y'all just out here talking. Ain't mad because I'm not going to give out information. You hiding the guy on the run in your house, I heard. Go get him. Because you said something about him and I said something about you. You're mad. What are you mad for? Now all of a sudden I'm defending a murder. I never said anything about Austin. I don't speak on Austin. That's not my business. I'm commenting on the fact that y'all got in the comments and tried to get off on my brother, and I'm getting off bag. Feel bad for the families, including yours.
His sister really needs to stay out of it. These are dangerous people. She's a young lady. I'm sure she has a lot of great qualities. She needs to stay out of it. Defending her brother, who is charged with accessory and tampering. Don't defend this, my friend. Please get on with your life. Send him some money for beefaroni or another PlayStation game. I don't know. No way would I put my face on the TikTok defending my brother. No.
I just think right now, no one knows the facts of anything. And all I can do is support my brother in his situation.
We do know the facts. There is an entire probable cause that said what your brother did. I don't know what she means. Nobody knows the facts of anything. Yes, we do. We do, sissy.
And all I can do is, I'm not speaking on anything because, like I said, I don't know anything. We don't know anything. So it's just not like he's right, he's wrong, he's this, he's that. But it's more so of, we're not going to get on here and talk about anything personal with him. We're not going to get on here and go through his pictures and all this weird ass shit. We're not going to do that.
Okay, so before we get into today's video, please be sure that you like the video. But this...
Oh, I did. Let's get back to sister.
With tampering with evidence in connection to the quadruple homicide. Now, once his arrest went public, people started going to his page and leaving comments because he is a known associate of Austin Drummond. And his sister began defending him. But
she said for the 5th time, I don't care if it's God himself. Always capitalize the word God. I'm going to respond to everything I see negative about my brother. I said that I'm over here trolling the trolls.
Now she's received backlash for comments she made about the victims and for defending her brother. Now, I'll be going through some comments that she left on social media, as well as playing her full live later in this video. But first, we need to go back to where this case started.
No, let's get back to the sister. Come on.
Time the family was frantically searching for them.
Come on, back to sister. Here we go.
And said, let us know when Austin is caught. And TBI replied and said, we will let you know. But obviously, Austin is still on the run, but it appears that they're closing in on anyone.
I don't need that. I don't need that. I got to see sister.
Then she went on and she said, thanks to nosy people, Matthew's mom new Facebook page. She just started from this living room so she could have pictures from us sent back to her, has been reported and took down. Please mind your own business.
Okay, she needs to leave Matthew's mom alone. Do you agree? I'm saying I think she needs to leave Matthew's mom alone. Alone. Please. Okay, we're going to come back to that here in a second. Because I got a real hard on for Jacob right now. I'm waiting for him to respond. I'm checking. All right, let's get to court yesterday. Austin's not liking it. He's not liking his new digs. He's not liking his new clothing. He's not liking being handcuffed and ankle cuffed. He's not liking that belly chain.
To the circuit court. You also have a right to have an attorney be appointed to represent you, and also retain counsel to represent you if you qualify. If you wish to have counsel appointed to represent you, the court is happy to ask you questions about your finances to determine whether or not you qualify. Most importantly, applies for everybody. You are protected by the Fifth Amendment for having to speak or testify about your case, so please don't tell me anything about the facts of your case, but whatever you say will be used against you by the district attorney's office at the later date. With that being said, those are your rights. General, are we ready on Mr. Drummond? Yes. Mr. Huffman, good morning, sir. Good morning. I want to express my appreciation again to you for taking this case. So yes. I do appreciate that very much. Yes. Have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Drummond?
I have, Judge. Okay. We would like to wait 14-day requirement. We need to set this for later.
We knew it. Remember last week when the judge gave the name of the law firm? I said, I guarantee it's going to be the attorney with the ponytail. I guarantee it's going to be the attorney with the ponytail. And what are we looking at? The attorney with the ponytail. Pink Rose says he wants to talk to Caitlin. Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, he'll be talking to her soon. Yeah, she's going to pull up to the old prison. She's going to have little Austin Jr. on her lap and just go, I can't believe this happened to your daddy. I just can't believe this happened to your daddy. I knew when I saw him incarcerated. I could see that glimmer in his eye when he was playing State of Tennessee PlayStation. I just knew it. I knew he's the one for me. Now here we are. Little baby Austin got to visit daddy in the jail. He didn't do nothing wrong. He had bad upbringing. Now here we are. Here we are at the jail. They don't even let me spend any quality time with them anymore. Mary Lopez. He is a very expensive attorney. I guess paid for his parents. This is a public defender. The judge assigned it last week. And I knew it'd be the one with the ponytail. Nope. This is being paid for by, let's see, who's from Tennessee? Real Rockin' Robin. Real Rockin' Robin's paying for this. Ange is paying for Mr. Ponytail. Who else is from Tennessee? Okay. By the way, you're also going to be supporting little baby Austin when it comes out of Caitlin's juice box.
Mr. Buckman, what I'm going to do, if you were to do this, just put as attorney on this forms to show that he's waiving.
Honey Badger's paying. Pink Rose is paying. Jude's paying. Marie, Tennessee here. You're paying. Lisa, Tennessee here. Everything from the gel that goes in Mr. Ponytail's hair to his fuel to get to the courthouse to defend Austin. That's what I'm talking about.
These 14-day rule for our records. And I just believe I heard you say requesting a preliminary hearing. Is that right? If the parties come up with a date.
We were looking at that earlier.
Karen's paying.
General Goodman.
We got to set a date.
Well, being that this is a very unique case, I think that this may require a special setting, which goes, on a day that's not Monday or Thursday when I usually have my dockets. I guess my question is, how much time are you going to need? How much time are you going to need, General, before we?
What are we going to need? I'd say that he understood, yes. He's going to be back on, I think. But that's great.
All right, so Ponytail, that was assigned last week by the judge, and I'm assuming him and the judge are good friends. That's usually how it works. People think that defense attorneys are persona non grata. No, they all know each other, okay? Anytime someone at the courthouse retires, they're all together having a piece of cake. They're all friends. They understand the law. Okay, so when the judge is saying, on my docket, I'm available this day, Ponytail is saying, well, Thursdays don't work for me, okay? Now, my question is, do Thursdays work for Real Rockin' Robin because her tax dollars are paying for this? Do Thursdays work for Honey Badger because she's paying for this? Do Thursdays work for Ange because she's paying for this? How about Jude? How about Karen? How about Lisa? Yeah, don't be fucking with Ponytail's time. He's only defending a serial murderer.
That's going to be a circuit court date on the 25th.
27th.
I've got a juvenile docket that day. I'm sorry. The 28th is also standard day for a docket. And then I know on Friday of that week, I don't have anything on Friday the 29th.
We got the trial scheduled for the 28th. It may go into the 29th. So.
That's all right. I didn't suggest that.
Well, what about?
That's something before.
That's one of my usual days I have with general sessions.
Michelle said, did you just say persona non grata? It's persona non grata. Laughing my ass off. Maybe I misunderstood. No, you didn't. Your old buddy Brooks doesn't know Latin. I was winging it. You caught it exactly right, but thank you for correcting me. Now I know.
If everybody's okay, I can set it that afternoon.
Well, that's what I was going to do.
Yes, sir.
Then after lunch.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do that, Ken. Mr. Drummond, good morning. I am going to continue your case to September the 4th at 9 o'clock. Sir?
I was under the impression that it was 14 days for the preliminary hearing.
I had discussed that with him, and I told him that we would be waiving the 14-day rule, but not the 30-day rule.
Okay. Mr. Huffman indicates he spoke with you, sir, about the 14-day rule being waived, but not the 30-day rule. So you are entitled to have a preliminary hearing now within 30 days. Your attorney is waiving your 14-day waiver. So we're going to have the preliminary hearing to give him time.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with memberships. There's the membership link. If anybody wants a membership, lost their membership, whatever, grab it. I'm telling you, you'll love our members. You'll love our members' lives. You'll love the posts. You think we have a blast here? Wait till you see a members live. I'm telling you, just wait. Anybody want a sneak peek of a members live before we get to this? Put a 1 in chat if you want a sneak peek of a members live. I'll let you all decide. Some people might be like, no. Let's please keep it to ourselves. Baby Kisses wants a sneak. Baby Kisses, you are a member. Chrissy, you're a member. True Crime Bait, you're a member. Mary Lopez, she's now a YouTube member. Love you, Mary. I love your avatar, too. You have beautiful hair. Little Annie's trying to decide if she wants to become a member. Walking Dead, you've had 4 years to save up 8 quarters. What are you doing busting my balls? Okay, here's a little sneak peek of a members live. There are some things that you don't know about the people on this channel, moderators. A lot of them have, I would call, side jobs. Okay, they do. Now, this is a sneak peek. Remember, if you want the full enchilada, you got to pay $1.99. Okay, let's all say it together. $1.99. Walking Dead said, laughing my fucking ass off. I love busting your balls. I know for a good 6 months we said you were new here. Here's a sneak peek. All right. Now I am doxing this woman. You know her as Pat K.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
Michelle said Pat's cheap. Well, Pat does what she can. She really does. She does what she can. Okay? And if you were a member, you would see those big Canadian knockers come out. Don't knock it till you try it. She's not as cheap as she looks.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
Pat K said, yeah, those cost me $3,000. Yep. That's our Pat. Michelle said, no, $1.99 is cheap. I know, I'm just joking with you, Michelle. I'm joking. I didn't think you were calling Pat cheap. No. No. Go to lunch with Pat sometime. You can order whatever you want. Let me tell you, she's not cheap. Get you a damn tomahawk steak on her American Express.
How to compare who represents you in that case. So your case is going to be continued to the 4th of September, and we're going to set that. How about at 1 o'clock that day, guys? Is everybody good with that time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. General is the state comfortable with that time. Is the state agreeable with setting?
Yes, sir. That's fine. Put it in the order. I can't do it. Well, we can do secretary.
I'm fine to do that, seeing that they're charging accessory after the fact.
I made a typo one time. A fatal paper cut. I put paper slut in. He doesn't like being called paper slut anymore. I think I scared him off yesterday for me asking for his dating app password. That's okay. He'll be back. I promise he'll be back. You said paper guy. Let's just start calling him paper boy. Okay? Can someone go to the Crime Lines and Lies Facebook group and page him? We have a new name. We'll just call him Paper Boy.
Drummond's cases to Thursday, September 4th at 1 o'clock p.m. here in this courtroom. Mr. Drummond to keep in contact with his attorney, as well as the previous conditions that the court had entered regarding this matter.
I do have one question about that. The restraining order states about the family members of the victims. His girlfriend is one of the family members, and families indicated that Mr. Drummond's family's indicated that he would like to have some contact, at least telephone contact. I don't know how the court did it.
Your Honor, we're asking for a restraining order that includes her as well.
And she's already included in the order.
Right, and we're asking with that, and she did.
Well, without having heard any testimony or any proof, or having heard from that family member himself, I don't feel comfortable amending any restraining order without there being.
Interesting. Why would Caitlin not want to be a part of the restraining order? Ponytail is telling the judge, listen, she's a family member. DA is like, no, she's part of the restraining order. They don't want Austin talking to Caitlin. Why would Caitlin want to talk to him? He murdered her sister, her niece, her nephew, and her niece's boyfriend. And we can also put it to rest, they are not married. He said, girlfriend. I think girlfriend is involved. Think in quotes, okay? Think. I also, not just think, but I know Vampire Love is awesome because she gifted 5 Crime Lines and Lies memberships. Let's party. Well, this tells me all I need to know about Caitlin. Uh-huh.
Some type of proof or some type of testimony to show that I should do that. So I'm going to continue to have the restraining order remain in place. And that will include all family members until further hearings at that time.
Yeah.
We'll continue for that purpose then. Okay. All right, Mr. Drummond, your case is continued to September 4th, 1 o'clock. Keep in contact with your attorney, sir.
Thank you. All right. That's all I have to go for.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
All right. Continue till September 4th. Where's my ink pen? I got to write this on my Kentucky Derby calendar. September 4th. See, I have the 21st is when Fat Neck gets sentenced. Oh, Alexi Treviso is also having a hearing that day. So I got to write Austin. We're going to have a busy Friday. We're going to have a busy Friday, August 5th. Yes, we are. We are. Still going for the death penalty. Still going for the death penalty. And Caitlin doesn't want to be a part of the restraining order. Wow. How come? Sorry, September 5th. You're right. September. Yes, Chrissy. Yes, Chrissy. September 5th. September 5th. I said September 5th. Let's forget that I said Sarah. Damn it. September 5th. will be busy. Okay? September 5th. I'm telling you. Now, let's get back to Jacob.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everybody's okay, doing good. I got some new videos I'm gonna do. Few of the things I guess.
OMG. Who does he think he is? How old do you really think Austin's old cellmate? How old do you really think his old cellmate is? I would say chop that shit off and give it to Locks of Love, but you know it's full of all kinds of shit. You could just imagine some poor person with cancer gets a wig made out of Jacob's Ladder 11111's hair. Next thing you know, they do a hair follicle sample. Somebody goes to jail because of him.
I've been kind of hesitant to talk about on the internet. Some of the stuff that I'm probably going to start getting into is pretty gnarly. I guess.
Michelle said, I want to hear more about Alexi Treviso. I assume they were just letting her skate. We have a whole playlist on Alexi. Also, so does True Crime Beat. I do lives. True Crime Beat does videos. Oh, yeah. Check them out. We have been all over her like, well, drugs on Jacob's Ladder. If anybody wants to put the Alexi playlist in here, much appreciated. True Crime Beats playlist or her link, have at it, please. Michelle said he's gnarly. Oh, he is. Too gnarly for me.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. I've gotten several comments lately, and they're like, oh, hey, this one guy, he was like, dude, I know who you are. And he was like all describing my case and stuff. And he's like, if I'm wrong, just let me know. But I guess he was like looking up exonerations or something. And so that told me that, you know, I just assumed that everybody knew like my backstory. Everybody knew that I was like doing life in prison and got exonerated and all that. But obviously that's not the case. I'm getting like new subscribers like off videos and stuff, and they don't know my whole story. So I guess I'm going to probably.
This is Austin Drummond's former cellmate. And I agree with Barbara. They are treated better in jail than they are the nursing home. We had an issue with the nursing home in Tulsa, and a lot of the people that live in the nursing home, their family members were outside with poster boards saying, never. And when I say never, never be rude, be unkind, be too busy for anyone in a nursing home. You know why? Because they live there. That is their home. That's like going to someone's house and taking a shit on their carpet. They live there. Never be too busy. Never be too tired. And I'm telling you, anymore in this society, I don't care where you live, what's wrong is right. What's right is wrong. Inmates are treated better than children that are supposed to be fostered and put through therapy. Inmates are treated better than the generation that previously took care of us and raised us. True story.
We make some videos about that and go into that so that it's on my channel. I'm going to tell the whole, like the interviews I did with Matt Cox and Joe Guerrero, I'm just going to like redo them. I'm just going to make my own videos of it so that it's on my channel and like people know, you know, like where I came from, I guess. But, so yeah, I was going to say that. And in those interviews, you know, they say like, oh, working class guy or blue collar worker. And like, yeah, I mean, I was that. And then
on my very first interview with Joe, I was like, I said, I'm just like a normal middle class guy. But the more I think about that, I feel
My husband's a normal middle class guy. Okay? My husband is. My children are normal middle class guys. My dad is a normal middle class guy. And out of all these men that I'm talking about, none of them play the PlayStation in the jail. There's nothing normal about that.
like, you know, that's not really true. Like I've lived a real colorful life, and like I was a pretty wild boy when I was younger. I've always been a good dude. I've never been a thief or a liar or a scumbag. You know, like I've always thought that I was a good person and tried to be a good person. I just, I mean, I've said it in my videos before. You know, I went and I even said it in that video, like that I went down a wrong path. You know, and I guess I'm gonna start getting into that kind of stuff, like the wildness of my younger life, and it's not to like glamorize that, because I know I made my own decisions, but I
agree with this. I agree with this. In the ditch. I agree with it. He spared the baby because he knows he would be at the very bottom rung of the hierarchy if he harmed the baby. Sarah said, let's hook him up with Jody Sue Brown. Yeah, Jody Sue Brown's been really bitching lately. She needs some loving. She needs some loving. She needs someone to scrape those glittery nails down that back. She needs some loving. Getting tired of sitting in that trailer smoking cigarettes by herself. Yeah, let's you know what? I'm liking this dating game. I'm liking this dating game idea. Chrissy is going to be in charge of it, okay? She is. Chrissy is going to be our Chuck Woolery.
I honestly feel that I was kind of influenced, you know, by like, I don't know what you want to call it, the media, pop culture, whatever.
The media and pop culture made Jacob do what he does.
His guitar, because a lot of people, you know, had expressed interest in that, and I think, you know, I think some people would appreciate the craftsmanship and the ingenuity. I guess I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't cut this short just yet. Like I could tell you a little bit more on how it's made. It's all made with cardboard. Like we spent, I spent like $300 on pads of paper just to get the cardboard backing off those sheets. You know.
Chrissy, who will be your first eligible bachelor or bachelorette? Inquiring minds want to know. Who will it be? Chrissy never looks at her email. Oh, you're going to. You got a whole show to produce. Kat's going to make the videos. Think on it, Chrissy. This is important. This is probably the most important decision you've ever made in your life, Chrissy. Everyone, internet prayers for Chrissy. Okay? 1 for thoughts, 2 for prayers.
And basically glue and cardboard. And like I said it before, like we made the bridge and like the nut and stuff out of his eye. He had like some tortoise eyeglasses, and we made our own little tools. We made saws and drills, you know, out of toenail clippers and paper clips. Like take those toenail clippers and burr up the end, like kind of chew up the end, and it where you cut that metal on metal, it makes a sharp edge, so you can make a saw, a file, a drill, you know.
Chrissy, did you know? I'm going to drop the link for Chrissy. Hold on. Chrissy, come on up. This would be a great starter for your show. This guy knows how to make a weapon out of toenail clippers. Come on up, Chrissy. This is your show.
Paper clips. Like take those toenail clippers and burr up the end, like kind of chew up the end, and it where you cut that metal on metal, it makes a sharp edge. So you can make a saw, a file, a drill. You know, we made our own tools, but we stole the string. You know, the string came from the painter's cart. They pop lines to make straight lines to paint, you know, for the floors and stuff. But I guess Kevin used to know the Iceman. If you guys ever heard of Richard Kuklinski, he was in that prison. They killed him like 2 years before I caught my charge, or I would have known him too. But yeah, as the Iceman said, where there's a will, there's a way, my friend. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna start uploading this. It's probably gonna take forever, but hopefully it doesn't take that long, and hopefully you guys like it. I don't ever, I mean, you guys know the drill. Like all YouTubers want people to like, comment, subscribe, and share. So
Chrissy will. Chrissy will. Chrissy's more of behind the scenes production manager type of person. She really is. And don't worry, because this guy thinks my name is Chrissy. So when he gets mad and he wants to attack somebody with toenail clippers, he's going to think it's Chrissy. Okay? All right? Okay, this is Elvis week. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Elvis Presley's death. Okay? My favorite Elvis fan is Angel P. That's the reason she got that little surprise in the mail yesterday. And now I'm going to make it a tradition. Hell, we love birthdays around here, don't we? We love Christmas presents. We love exchanging gifts, cards, and stuff like that. So just remember, when it's Elvis week, it is Ange week as well. So this is for Ange. Everybody, get your dancing shoes on. Robin, you, Ange, Joy, me, I'm not that far away, believe it or not, just straight down I-40. We all ought to meet up at Graceland sometime. Just give me a day's notice. Well, 2 days notice, because I got to have Linda take care of OJ. Nobody be knocking on Elvis, or Ange is going to be pissed all day. And Joy's not going. Rockin' Robin's not going to Graceland. And so I'm going to do a show for Elvis tomorrow. Do you guys want to do it on this channel or the other channel? And if Carrie G is in Tupelo, I'm going to send you the link, because I want you to send us some live footage from Tupelo. Because just when you think it gets crazy in Memphis, Tupelo, Mississippi, it's almost like a church ceremony. Okay? I used to live in Oxford, Mississippi. Could not figure out what the hell was going on. Bumper to bumper traffic on Highway 6. They're like, oh, it's Elvis week. That's how they talk to me. Oh, you poor little stupid thing from Oklahoma. It's Elvis week. It's Elvis week. It's Elvis week. And I'm like, oh, okay. Tomorrow, you'll be married 24 years. Oh, honey, can everybody, okay. I'm bouncing all over the place. Everybody, please, please. Huge round of applause for Jen Bug and her husband. Shit, man. If I combined all of my marriages together, they wouldn't add up to 24. You all make me so lonely when I can't talk to you. So lonely, I could die. All right, we'll check the other channel. If you're not a If you're not subscribed, check it out. And then tomorrow, we will do a tribute to Elvis. Pat K said, Brooke stuck me there once. I was the only mod, and that was one of the highlights of my YouTube career, Pat. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. And you're like, I can't be the only mod in there. And I said, okay, fine, I'll make Aggie a mod. And you're like, oh, thanks, Brex. Good times, good friends. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. All right. Later, Gators. Thank you, Mod Squad. Thanks for hanging in with these cases. I know we have a different spin on true crime. Some people don't really like our vibe, and some people can't get enough of it. It is what it is. When you come to this channel, you're not going to see somebody pretending to be a journalist, pretending to be Geraldo Rivera, pretending to be Ashley Beigefield, acting like they're Katie Couric, or saying things like, well, I've been doing all this research and I've just been doing this deep dive. You're not going to get that here. You're not going to get that here. Friends to the end. You guys are the absolute best. I will see you back on the other channel tomorrow, but I'll announce it on this channel as well. Love you.